What's going on, people? This is the Witch Doctor, and we're finally back with some more Pokemon Ocean. I know it's been a while. Now, if you're wondering where I've been, I've been working a lot. My work schedule has calmed down a lot now that the holiday season is over, but I've also was in kind of a bit of a funk. I was, a little, I wouldn't say depressed, I was just a little down about certain things, and I felt like taking a little break, just clear my head, but now I'm pretty good. And today we're doing probably one of my favorite mons from Generation 6 and probably one of my most used mons in Generation 6, which is Dragalge. Now, if you've seen me in free-for-alls and stuff like that from Duncan's channel or Kenny's channel or Slur's channel, I've been in a few different channels of free-for-alls, but it is Darkness Algae. I love this thing. And then they got adaptability later on. Oh my goodness, this thing became a monster. But let's go ahead and talk about it, give you some information on Dragalge and the animal it's based off of, which is this thing right here, a leafy sea dragon. And right off the back, you can definitely see the resemblance between this and Dragalge, and it looks awesome. It actually really looks cool. I could imagine like having one of these things in a fish tank and stuff like that. It'd be really cool. But again, not too crazy about certain animals being in captivity, so I will hold my tongue on that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get some facts about the leafy sea dragon. Now, again, sometimes I will have videos of the actual animal like doing its thing, but other times I won't, because I don't want to get hit with like a copyright kind of thing. Even though I'm not sponsored, or I'm not partnered with anyone anymore, but still, I could still get in trouble for that. So I'm gonna keep that to a minimum. If anything, I will always link a video in the description of the animal itself. Like, you can see an actual video of it moving and stuff like that. I mean, I always link a video of it either way. And if you hear me swallow, I'm sorry. Like, sometimes like I have to do that. I can't turn down the mic sensitivity. I don't know. I've been trying to mess with this mic for a while. Anyways, straying from the point, let's get some facts on this seahorse. So, they live in tropical waters of temperatures, locations, and in shallow water. Now, I don't know what that sentence means, because I don't know why. I'm guessing it just in certain temperature waters is where it lives. The other fact is you can find them mainly along the west and south side of Australia, and their ocean there. I'm guessing that's what that means as well. And despite their appearance, which is, actually something I've heard before, they don't have scales. It looks like they do, but they don't. I know some people can be smart asses and say, well, I can clearly see it doesn't have scales. I don't know how people can make that misconception. Shut up. No one, no one's talking to you. Anyways, they swim upright, and that is very different from other aquatic lives. And when you see it, it looks very weird swimming. And the last fact here is that they don't swim very well, but they rely on their dorsal fins to help them move, which kind of explains why Dragalge itself is actually pretty slow. It's like I forgot the base speed, but it is pretty slow, and this would explain a lot. It would explain why it's really slow, and I'm glad that Pokemon keeps those characteristics between the real life animal to the mon they make. Really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Dragalge itself now. Let's get some information on Dragalge. Alright, so the first fact on Dragalge is that Dragalge can spit poison strong enough to eat through the hull of a tanker. That's scary. Why do we make why is this a Pokemon that lives in the ocean? Like, this can't be good for the ocean. I refuse. Everything around it's dying. Like, I don't see how anything is living. That's not another Dragalge. No, I'm sorry. Alright, the other one is that no other Pokemon share the same type combination as Dragalge. The next one is Dragalge and its pre-evolution Scrub are the only poison Pokemon introduced in Generation 6, that's actually kind of crazy if you ask me. The fourth fact is Dragalge is the only dragon Pokemon to get the ability Adaptability. And finally, excluding Megas, Dragalge is one of the 4 dragon Pokemon that take neutral damage from fairy moves, which the 4 dragons are Dragalge, Dialga, Reshiram, and Tortonator are the only 4 unless I missed one, that take neutral damage from Fairy. Again, I'm excluding Megas because they weren't originally dragons, so there you go. And that is all the facts for Dragalge right there. That's actually a wrap for Pokemon Ocean for today. Huh. There's actually some stuff on here that I didn't even know about Dragalge itself, and I thought that was really cool. And I like the similarities that it shares between its real life counterpart, which is pretty cool. At least it shows that Nintendo does their research. Not Nintendo, I'm sorry. Game Freak does their research and, you know, applies it to their actual Pokemon, which is really cool. I like that a lot. Not a lot of people actually do that, but you know, hey, I'm glad they do, and I'm happy for Dragalge. Definitely amazing mon. If you haven't used it, try it. Adaptability, Draco Meteor, and Sludge Wave, ridiculously strong. Anyways, guys, darkness.